want to look? You guys got to look over the top of me. Welcome to a really crazy day here at the River House. Nice. So, yeah, we're well into January, and I can work. That's new, so I'm going to take advantage of what I can. Yesterday I came up here and I drilled and I did a little blasting. Tremendous success. I wish it all had gone this well. That's just a couple of shots and peeled and broke all this up. So this was a problem. Ooh, eagle. This was a problem with that foundation line. So yeah, if I can push it back into this corner right here, I can now extend the house foundation right along this bedrock line, which will push us back to the original theoretical footprint of 30 by 50. I also came and did some shots over here with less success. So I went down and lifted that shelf. Not sure how well I did. A couple of holes down in there, I swear I hit a cave. I guess we'll find out here in a bit. I know I broke that up all right. I don't need to remove all of it because the foundation is going to pass, you know, right through here. So if I could knock this down, that would be awesome. If I could knock it all the way down, that would also be awesome because I'm going to have issues removing water. My current thought will be fill this with crushed rock and rubble, clean crushed rock and rubble, and then at whatever level is lowest, I'll run a drain field out, and we got to put visqueen down in the foundation anyways. Radon's a huge problem here, so we'll have to have a radon system. Plastic, you keep it from underneath, coming up underneath the house. Plastic and air, you know, circulating underneath the plastic. So it won't be an issue if that system also trucks a little water away about 5 weeks out of the year. It's no big deal. But anyways, that's the excavator's warming up. I'm gonna come in here and just have a little scratch and tickle and see what I broke up. I'm a little concerned that I haven't broken that at all. I got a big crack right there, and in theory I have rolled this whole thing slightly, and there were some mud cracks when I did it. But I also got a lot of this. That is unburned powder, and that's because I think, like I said, I swear I hit a cave. Certainly a pocket of mush, and if I hit a pocket of mush, then the explosive can't do anything. This thing I think did a great job, but I suspect it's only broken back to right here, which should mean doing it a second time. I don't know, we'll find out. I could get away with it if I just got this thing. Get that thing out of the way and the foundation will go over the top of the rest and it'll be okay. We have one other high spot right over there where, you know, that's, in theory, I suppose at this point, elevation 0, so we'll have to cross that hump about 12 inches high with concrete, which will set the ground floor height. And if I could knock that thing down, you know, 12 to 18 inches, I'd be happy about that. Although, as my brother pointed out, why are you working so hard to sink the house into the hill when what you want is the view? So, I don't know. Just to nestle her down in there, I suppose. But yeah, I'm going to move all this stuff. I'm out of dump truck right now, so I guess I'll just sort of pile it in the middle and deal with it kind of later. You know, I can build foundation stuff around the pile and remove it afterwards if I have to. But yeah, I don't really know what else to do. I can't truck it away right now. So let's see what happens. Didn't quite square up the corner there. It might be worth going underneath and just break it one more time. All right. Let's see how much comes out of this. Well, that's a little depressing. I didn't get any of the chunk I said I needed to get. So I'll drill and put a line behind it. See if we can break that. Got a lot of the other stuff out, but we're never going to get this deep enough for a basement, so this is all just peeing in the wind at this point. I'm going to break that top off and we'll make the decision about squaring that corner. Danny's supposed to come up here in a bit. We'll get the transit out and we'll find out a baseline level and see where our elevation 0 is. I believe it's still right there. I believe that's still the highest point. So I'll clean this off and get drilling. All right. I don't like this angle. Okay, you're farther away, but I'm happier. This is the last camera, so I can't lose it. I went back and forth. I only drilled 3 holes. I was contemplating, and they're in a line. And I was contemplating putting another one right here, sort of break it out that way. But the rock is pretty soft, so I loaded them a little heavy. It's possible it'll blow out from underneath this shelf and launch some stuff up the hill. But my hope is that we just peel this off on a giant sheet. Guess we're all about to find out. I don't know how deep it went, though I think it went down to that soft layer, which is perfect. It's about 2 feet thick. I was kind of worried about this. This is that soft rock, whether it would just lift it all. But you'll notice I got a big old crack, and that is more than wide enough for me to squeeze my foundation through. Wish I knew how far down this was from point elevation 0. I'm torn, right? I don't like the idea of building a house on a foundation that's only 12 inches thick on top of rock. On the other hand, I don't really want to spend the money for 4 or 5 feet of foundation if I don't have to. Poor screen's coming loose. Alright, I decided before I drill anything, I'm going to come in here and give her a scritch and just see what comes up. Just see what comes up. Alright, I'm glad I waited before drilling. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy. I mean, I'll have to clean it off, obviously, but the foundation line's going to come through here and go out through there and all that. It's just got to stay below. Just got to stay below the level, and if that wants to come all the way up to my dang floor joist, so be it. So be it. I just need enough room that I can run plumbing around, and that's, if I can't get to the center area underneath the house, that's okay. I can get over into here. I wish it was a little lower for draining water out. As you can see, that's going to be an issue. Maybe I'll send a picture of it to Dad and get his opinion. Do I need to keep hammering this down deep enough? This is the lowest spot on this side of the house, so I was going to use it as a sump to drain everything off this hillside down into here and then get it out. Could just use pumps though. It's not going to run very much, very often, very long. I could just pump it into the septic system. It'd be just clean water. So I'm cleaning off the corner in order to figure out where the rocks started and stopped. It became apparent that it's all actually very broken up already. So I'm shooting one hole. If it pops that bit right in there, this is the last explosion of the main house body. If it doesn't pop that hole, we'll be in here again. Alright, it's definitely now all loose. But sometimes they're so interlocked together I can't pull them free. So let's see if I can get in there, break those loose. My driveway is getting pretty short for sneaking around it, so here's hoping I can knock them loose without losing too much of that corner where I need to still move, but enough of the corner we can build foundation. Well, it might not look like much, but it's a big step forward. And run the backhoe down in here, shoveling everything off, which is a whole lot more work than it sounds. Here's the edge of the rock line. It's dirt from there across. All this is started anyways. Danny and Shay were cleaning off that ledge and that ledge. Yeah, as long as the weather stays warm, I can come up. I can come up after school and, you know, load 4 or 5 buckets. Like I said, it's a lot more work than it sounds. That, or I'm older and weaker and fatter than I want to admit, but it's a lot more work than it sounds. But I decided I would stick with the hardest part, which is this corner. So I'll get this get this corner cleaned off, and then everything else, because I have to pickaxe my way through this rocky frozen mess, and then going up the edge. Right, that shouldn't be too bad, and pick up all these rocks, and don't have to sweep or clean that off, but it's not much to shovel it up. Anything on the flat is easy. You just shovel it. I mean, when I say easy, I mean relatively. There's a crack in the fiberglass, and of course I'm wearing down the shovel, but yeah, wearing out a shovel. True miner. That's good stuff. The corner will be over the top of that, and it'll come straight through and straight across and straight across. This should be all silt. I can get it from the end with the backhoe or the excavator, and Bob's my uncle. But I'm exhausted, and I still got to go back to work tonight to do all my lesson plans for next week. So from all of us out here to all of you, thanks for watching.